So this is Blue-Red Demolish. You might have seen it from a previous clip or VOD where we were kind of just memeing about with it. Obviously that's what we're doing in this stream as well. But the point is, for some reason, Wizards of the Coast have printed a lot of Stone Rain variants in this standard format at common. So we've got Demolish, we've got Rubble Reading, which is objectively the best, but Demolish has a snappier name, and then Seismic Shift lets us blow up some more lands. The win conditions in this deck, there don't seem to really be any. We've tried the 4/5 Hexproof Turtle. Normally we only win when an opponent like Rage concedes, or we manage to get there with the small creatures. The Arcanist and the Electromancer make your Stone Rains cost 3, like an actual Stone Rain should. Ghitu Chronicler recurs them, and a 1/3 body's okay at blocking, a la Omen Speaker. Clear the Mind is something new we're trying, just to put Stone Rains back in the deck once we've seen some lands. Don't know how good that will be, but I mean, the deck itself is not fantastic, despite the fact that the deck box says it is tier 1. I have, however, lost it. There we go. So let's play some games of Blue-Red Demolish. Again, we might make some changes between games if Clear the Mind ends up not working out. I don't need to know what's left in the deck. What I need to demonstrate to everyone is the 60 card list. Well, Clear the Mind doing its thing of being in every opening hand ever. I guess it cycles. We've got Chroniclers for early defense. I mean, if we could draw 2 lands and then start drawing Stone Rains, at least we get to enact that strategy, you know? We'd get to play some Stone Rains. Okay, so opponent play green. Maybe I don't want to run this Chronicler out yet. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because I'd like to avoid spewing off Chroniclers as 1/3 bodies wherever possible. An opponent's not doing anything. Neither are we. I'm going to take this turn to cast Clear the Mind. Because we've got another one in the deck. Ooh, and then we drew a Rubble Reading. Haha! Don't do anything or miss a land drop. Okay, 3rd land. Tishana's Wayfinder. Okay. What does it hit? Ooh, a land. Well, that makes Rubble Reading worse. But I mean, what else are we doing? Our other options are play a Chronicler and greeting this 2/2. But Chronicler will block the 2/2 indefinitely once it comes into play. So I think we are just going to Rubble Read the opponent. Divination and Chronicler. So, I think we're going to draw lands eventually. I think this is fine. We'll keep both on top. So, what's the opponent going to do now? Play a land. And pass. Play another Wayfinder. What else could you be playing? Elvish Rejuvenator would make our efforts look a bit futile. Druid of the Cowl, we're going to Greeting. So we'll Divination Greeting next turn. We got a Giant Growth or something? Oh, Stone is... Oh, is it like Mono Green Proliferate? Okay. So we're still definitely going to Jaya's Greeting the Druid. Because it makes our Stone Rains better. Let's us scry... So... It's not a land. So we know we wouldn't be drawing land. And I would come... But we can no longer chump the Wayfinder. Shivan Fire deals with Bloomhulk if they have it, though. I think we'll keep the Greeting. As much as I'd love to dig for a land, I think scrying aggressively for a 6th land when the 7th just doesn't do anything is kind of awkward. This is also kind of awkward. Oh, they didn't choose to proliferate? That's awkward. That's a pretty good 4-mana play. So I guess we're just going to Shivan Fire this Wayfinder with our turn. Are we? Or we... Yes, we are. Kaboom. Go ahead, opponent. We main phased it because we don't want them to have a trick, like a Giant Growth or another Stony Strength, that makes their creature outsize our removal. Although Courage in Crisis does a pretty good job of that as well. Yep. Just kind of getting beaten up here. So kind of also awkward that we don't have 3 red sources. Because Electromancer, block shoot. I guess we can do that next turn. We'll play this Electromancer. We'll pass. We'll see what happens with this Druid. I have a feeling opponent has something, so that's why I didn't just go for it there. But Rabid Bite. Target feature. So feels a bit late for a Seismic Shift. A bit late for a Seismic Shift. Yep. So we're going to draw what? Epiphany. What can we get back with Chronicler? So we can get Shivan Fire back with it. No, we can't. We need a land to do that. In that case, I think I'm going to Epiphany, looking for an untapped land and make a Ghitu Chronicler as a chum blocker. Sure. Ooh, and there's a Shivan Fire. So I want my 6th land. I think I want like this. So here's a chum blocker. Literally reads gain 4 life. Might be more if opponent has Bloom Hulk, but if they have a Bloom Hulk, we're in pretty dire shape. Yep, opponent knows we have to chum block too. Tishana's Wayfinder's not the end of the world. Okay, well, actually it is the end of the world because we're just dead. Or are we? Or are we? Huh. So we could Chronicler again. It's kind of awkward that if this was actually the 7th land, we'd be in an okay spot here. I mean, I guess okay spot is relative. I guess if we're playing a Chronicler to chump and we're playing a Greeting, we can try and Divinate for land again. Okay, we didn't get land. So we've got an Arcanist. And I guess we have to Shivan Fire the Wayfinder, which isn't ideal. Which is not ideal. Second Wayfinder, sure. Yeah, I'm guessing it's getting a counter. So again, we kind of have a chum block turn coming up. Oh no! Wow, I'm just punting left and right today. I should just not use the spacebar. Hopefully no one was here to see that. All my credibility, what little credibility I have, would be ruined. Sure. Don't think we were winning that game anyway from that position. We were in the abyss. We weren't able to leverage any real value from our Chroniclers. Chroniclers. So this hand, if we draw a land, an opponent has no removal, is kinda sick. We could be about to have some fun. But then again, we might... Ooh, that's another one. Okay. Okay. Yep, you can opt. You can opt. Scrying one and drawing cards. It's singing time. That's Goblin Electromancer. And that's Vodalian Arcanist. So opponent's doing something similar. I'll play Arcanist. Although Electromancer, yeah, we'll play Arcanist just because it blocks. Although I don't think we will be blocking. So I don't know how right that is. Look at this. Opponent's just playing our deck. So I don't think we can ever win unless we draw exactly land here. So I'll scoop it up quick. I will scoop it up quick if that happens. The mirror, eh? I guess being on the play is pretty important in the mirror. At least we do get to block 2 damage. Small mercies. So we draw land. It's possible opponent doesn't have another Stone Rain. It's a possible opponent doesn't have another Stone Rain. Opponent has another Stone Rain. I think I've had enough. I can dish it, but I cannot take it, it seems. I'm not into the mirror. Let's play again, though. Not that player. Not that opponent, please. You know. You know. What do we have here, then? Kangaroo JK. Or Kangaroojk. Kangaroojk. So, if, this hand's another sketch one. We'll keep it, though. We'll keep it, though. There's the planes. Yep, so we're probably going to fire the Hawk unless we draw... ooh, we could fire the Hawk now. I think we... yeah, we do. Right, island off the top. Okay, it's like an island if Demolish was an island. It says land on it. Wall of Runes. Okay. Does opponent like blue-white fly? Well, we're going to have some turn 4 Stone Rains. Pegasus Courser, sure. And Rubble Reading. Right, we'll lead on Rubble Reading. Okay, so don't want Electromancer. I really just want lands, you know? I don't even know what I want, actually. Currently, we are enacting our strategy. Yep. We're going to keep demolishing. We need to make room for this development. Blue-red gentrification deck. Sure, take 2. What's the flavor text on this demolish? Ooh, there's blue mana. There's the blue mana. Opponent didn't make a land. They're going to 1 land. So we're a Jaya's Greeting away from having the kind of situation locked up. We get to play Electromancer and Demolish next turn. I think we'll play Arcanist and Demolish. Opponent's Witness will fly, though, is the only thing. Opponent will have a flying Witness. But this is also all we have to deal with, so we could draw some removal and be okay. Ouch, my life total. Yeah, fantastic. Should have played Electromancer first, doesn't make a difference. Shivan Fire. So opponent doesn't have any creatures. So it's probably greedy not to keep Shivan Fire, though. Probably greedy. Yep, opponent's drawn a land. Have no plays. I don't really want to attack, actually. Yep. So there's a Rubble Reading. Lovely. See, the deck's sort of doing what it's supposed to be doing in this game. Do I want Electromancer or Island? No, not really. Like, what am I going to do? Kill him to death with Electromancers? Not into that. Not into killing them to death with Electromancers. Far from it. Yep, that's a forest. No, it's not, it's a plains. And this is Jaya's Greeting. Is this good? Not really. It just means when an opponent draws the lands to start casting all the spells in their hands, we're going to be able to remove the first 2 before we die. I'd like to draw an Epiphany or something. How many lands have we killed? 4 down. 4? 4. So presumably like 16 to go if they're... Although if they're white-blue, they're probably playing more on the 22 kind of side of things. You'd think at least. Well, we drew Guildgate. We'll pass. Sure. Now what's happening? Second land. Rubble Reading. Get out of here. Shivan Fire Mountain. Again, don't want either of these. Have removal. But I'm not enough of a psychopath to Jaya's Greeting looking for land. Ooh, blue Manana. I imagine opponent's hand is like a fistful of 3-drop. Flyers. Seismic Shift. So we've been attacking planes, but opponent hasn't made anything with 1 or 2 planes. They haven't also made anything with 2 mana with an island, though. And there's not really any double blue spells. So, ooh, okay. I guess we'll take our chance to get 2 damage in. Oh, opponent's got something. Negate? That's rude. But I wanted to blow up your land. Jeez. Guess we don't have an attack then. I guess we don't have an attack then. I'd like to have had an attack then. Yep. My turn? Ooh, Divination. Okay. So his opponent's deck just like creatures and counter spells, or well, I just don't know what's going on with it. We'll cast another 2 mana Divination. So we've got a Ghitu Chronicler now. We've got a Ghitu Chronicler. We'll play this tapped and we'll pass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a land. So we've got enough for Chronicler plus Rubble Reading with Radical Idea, sure. What a radical... Ooh, double blue, double white. So I guess we go back to attacking white. I guess we go back to trying to donk opponent's white mana. Yes. Yes. Certainly. That's not OBS, that's my Twitch. What's this? There we go. Yes. Is it my go? Is it my turn? Ooh, and there's a Clear the Mind there. How many of our... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Ooh, yeah, okay. Ghitu Chronicler with Kicker. What is your response, opponent? What is your response? Hopefully it's nothing mean. If it's... Okay, cool. Chronicler, get back, Rubble Reading, because I love to scry. I love me some scry. Rubble Reading, target planes. Get this land out of here, negate again. Only got 2 more in your deck, assuming you're playing 4. Which I assume you're not, because playing 4 negates is pretty keen. Pretty keen against all the mono creature decks. Starcrown Stag. Well, that's getting greeting, doesn't it? So this is a good turn for us. We're going to demolish your planes. We're going to clear the mind. No, we're not. We're going to Jaya's Greet. No, this we can't set up a scry for clear the mind. So we're going to clear the mind first because I don't want to draw the Jaya's Greeting. I want to draw more demolishes. Well, that's none of those. And then we're going to Jaya's Greeting the Stag, and then get our scry in. Don't want Arcanist either. So you can go on the bottom. We'll play a Guildgate. We'll pass. We still have no attacks. But it's not about the attacks. It's about the despair. It's about the despair. It's about knowing that eventually all your lands will be in the graveyard. And then the game is over. Luminous Bonds on the Chronicler. That sure was a turn. I mean, it's not like we're doing anything. Yep. My turn. Okay, so we've got an Arcanist. We'll play it out. We'll pass. And we'll pass through opponent's turn too. Okay, so we've got 3 blue, but they haven't done anything with 4 mana before that was particularly threatening. Let's get another drink. Ooh, Tamiyo's Epiphany. That's particularly threatening. Don't negate me, bro. Don't negate me. Listen. Wow, opponent just has presumably 4 negates. We've seen 3 of them. We have seen 3 of them. I feel like, right, what I should probably do is explode. If I get to a point where I'd be winning. Yeah, there's another stag. Right. So can't really pour a can of Pepsi while kicking the Shivan Fire. But we'll find a way. There we go. Ooh. Opponent explodes. Opponent is done with us. Cool. So it's 1 on the scoreboard for blue-red Demolish. We're off the starting line. Off the starting line with blue-red Demolish. Who's next? Who's next? Lunmo. No, Lumno. Sorry. Lumno. Well. Well. This is interesting. This is certainly a hand. Ooh. I was hoping that was a Vodalian Arcanist, because an Arcanist or a Electromancer makes this hand so much better. Don't be a rat colony deck. Burglar rat. Alright. I think Clear the Mind is probably the discard. So, we get to undo the Burglar rat, so that's nice. We didn't really hit much with it. Hopefully this isn't like Rat Tribal version of Rat Colony. Where just... Oh, it's red-black spells. It's red-black spells. Opponent didn't make another land drop, though. So this Seismic Shift is going to be good. Let's Divinate. And that Seismic Shift is going to be good also. Don't draw a land this turn, please. We'll take them off black. Spell Gorge weird here would be awkward. So we need to draw an answer to this. Shivan Fire would be the nut. Obviously we don't hit it. So most of the good spells in this deck are red. However, I feel like if opponent needs to top deck lands anyway, we should probably be looking for an answer to the weird before we do anything else. So we could cast Epiphany, which lets us see 2 cards deeper, but it shuts off Jaya's Greeting as options for removing it this turn. Well, we get neither, but Electromancer is an okay hit. Because it does mean if opponent doesn't go too big with the weird, we can like double Seismic Shift next turn, or Epiphany plus Shift, or... Okay, so Deadweight, kind of gross. Deadweight's kind of gross. I don't know whether... Does this deck get enough from the black cards? Compared to just straight mono red. So this is a 3/3, which is promising. So we still didn't draw anything. Just because we're in such danger from this weird, I think we still have to Epiphany and cast Arcanist this turn, if we whiff. Okay, so that's Shivan Fire, which did it last turn but doesn't do it this turn. Okay, we're just going to bottom 4 and draw 2 cards. So we get to go 6 cards deep looking for an answer. Instead we see lands. But we'd still be having these problems if we'd blown up a land. So I don't feel too bad for us. I don't feel too bad for us. So what's the plan, opponent? What's the plan? What's the plan? Optimix, this is cruelty. So weird now needs I wish we'd kept the Shivan Fire now. Maybe I wish we'd kept the Shivan Fire. You know? I think we're dead. You know? Just got that feeling that we did not win that game. Luckily, we've got one win. So I call the run with this deck a moral success. I don't know what the last deck we're going to play tonight is. Well, I say last deck. The deck I'm going to play after this deck, what that deck's going to be. Rober Paulson is our opponent for this one. The Khan Mirror. So this is a hand, we'll keep this. Again, like all of the deck's best hands, it has no Stone Rains in the opener. Instead it just has removal and card draw to diggers to the Stone Rains for a more appropriate time in the game. Yep, that's fine, so play this and pass. Hopefully opponent's mono white or something. But also mono white that doesn't draw more than 2 lands. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. Is that so wrong? Well, opponent's mono white that's cast nothing so far this game. So, that's interesting. Guess we'll Epiphany if they continue to do nothing. Are they colour screwed? No, they're playing Silverbeak Griffin. So we drew a Demolish. So the question here is, what do we do? I think the answer is demolish a land. Opponent has something for 1 mana, so I'm very glad we chose to demolish. Maybe, opponent was colour screwed. Yeah, this is fine. Can I draw another Stone Rain, please? No. Okay, sure, why not? Epiphany. Bottom, top. Because we want to be able to play a Chronicler and a Fire in the same turn. Kill the Bloodletter. Then next turn we can Seismic Shift the Swamp, kill the Griffin, and I'd call that a pretty reasonable turn. Hired Poisoner. Yeah, that's fine. We'll trade it with the Chronicler at some point. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. I should mute myself. Called it. Izzet Guildgate is the draw. So what did I say we were doing this turn? We're going to Seismic Shift the opponent off black. See, a better opponent can save their Griffin. So actually, what we're going to do is we're going to Seismic Shift them off black still. Ooh, yeah, no. Yeah, excuse me, game. Maybe they have Adamant Will. Although I think it paused when they only had 1 mana before. So we'll just leave a Greeting up and we'll pass. It wastes 2 of their mana. This isn't really a threat. End of their turn we can go for a Greeting and then Shivan Fire. We don't mind trading Greeting for a card. Maybe we should do it in... We don't want to take more damage if they have Adamant Will. We'll do it EOT. We'll very much do it EOT. Alright, surprise me, opponent. Oh, okay. Don't think we need another Greeting yet. Oh, I am always in the mood for Demolish. Maybe we should hold this for swamps. But whatever. We can just cast a Chronicler next turn and get it back. Do we have Rubble Reading in the yard? What was our first Stone Rain? Oh, Seismic Shift. Disgusting. Yep, this is going to get Shivan fired. Yep, surprise. Poison's going to come in. That's a land. I mean, we've got Tamiyo's Epiphany. So lands are lands are lands are lands. Ghitu Chronicler, return Demolish. I could return removal, but I didn't come here to return removal. I came here to blue-red Demolish. Ooh, that's getting demolished. Gonna demolish it so hard. So we get the 1-for-1 with the Chronicler. Well, the 2-for-1. Not the 1-for-1 I was hoping for. We do get to cast Epiphany and Demolish this turn, which is fab. So we'll lead on Epiphany. So we'll take Demolish, we'll take Greeting. And we will demolish this swamp. Boom. Go ahead. The next turn we'll demolish and Jaya's Greeting. Knight's Pledge, we're definitely going to Jaya's Greeting. Have we seen a... Haven't seen a clear the mine this game. Demolish Plains. Kaboom. Jaya's Greeting the Poisoner. Kaboom. Bottom this mountain. Kaboom. And now we reach the end game. And by the end game, I mean we reach the point of the game where either the opponent gets frustrated and explodes, or we brick off and lose. Which will it be? Which will it be? I guess we should just play the mountain. It makes our turns quicker as well. It's not like the opponent's going to do anything based on whether or not we have a card. Ooh, that's a good draw. Rubble Reading. Kaboom. And we get to scry 2 to the bottom. Such value. Rubble Readings. I was about to say Rubble Reading is fantastic, but that's not strictly true. Rubble Reading is the best Stone Rain in this deck. Is objective. Ooh, that's gross. Definitely getting in for 1. So we're on a 7-turn clock from the burb. Burb, please. Ooh, Rubble Reading. So we can put opponent to no lands. That's okay. I think my greed will end up killing me. But I also don't think I want to bottom Seismic Shift when opponent's on no land. Because it means we only have one thing we have to deal with. Oh, I didn't attack. Poop. I mean, opponent's on 21, whatever. I don't think we're winning this game through damage. Heart of the Cards. Fab. Well, the Heart of the Cards did not serve me well. Still got 4 turns, though. Let's see what's left in our deck. We've got... Oh, we've got a lot of bricks. So what are we actually drawing to? 3 Chronicler, 1 Shivan Fire, 2 Greeting. We've got some redraws. We've got some Rubble Readings. We probably have to Rubble Reading our own land to scry, you know. Well, we drew it, so that's what we're doing. Yes, I'm very sure. Bottom 2. Get our attack on. Frantically digging for an answer to the burb. Ah, lovely. Man, this is a sweat. It's a shame we can't draw the top card of our library at the end of the game and know if this would have been the card we were looking for. No! No! I can't beat 2 burbs. We do get to see what the top card of the library is, though. Well, that's unfortunate. 1 and 4. Again, I think we... It's always that way. That's why you shouldn't look, eh? That's why you shouldn't look. But we did, and now we're a bit sad. But that's fine. It happens. What do we have here? Yeah, we'll keep this. We will keep this. Opponent's opting. I wouldn't like to guess what deck they're on, because Opt is such an ubiquitous card. It's not like we can infer much from our opponent's land, other than they have a land. Here's a Guildgate. What's opponent doing? Ooh, they're on blue-red. Please don't let it be the mirror again. I only want to play the mirror once in an evening, you know? It's only fun for me. Oh, we'll put this back to the deck list. We're not late in the game. On the plus side... Oh, Callous Dismissal. Well, at least we know we're not playing the mirror. We'll put Electromancer back in. Cool. What are we doing here? Tormenting Voice. Opponents syncopate. Opponents probably just like blue-red spells, I guess. Draw a land, play an island. So what can we do? I don't particularly want a Shivan Fire. I do want a Rubble Reading. Don't syncopate me, bro. Oh, actually, Goblin Electromancer doing work. So Seismic Shift and Divination. So this costs 3, this costs 2. We have an untapped land. We already have a Demolish, so I'd like to draw the Divination. I would like to draw the Divination. Go ahead, opponent. Go ahead, opponent. Spellgorger Weird. Resolves. Pass the turn, yeah? Shivan Fire. Kill it. Get that weird out of here. Boom. That's the game. That's the game, y'all. 2-4 with blue-red Demolish. Living that Demolishy dream. Straight back in. Straight back in for game 7. You hear me? That's what we're doing. The 7th game. Yeah. Yeah. Never before. X-Coltrane. And we have the perfect 7 cards. 3 mountains, 4 blue cards. Snapkeep. Or Mulligan. Oh, my hand slipped. This hand is serviceable. If we draw Electromancer or Arcanist, it's pretty insane. So this is awkward. Like, if we top this... I think we bottom this. Because I'm assuming we're going to draw more land, and there's much better cards we could have on top of our deck. Yeah, Spear Spewer, sure. See, look, we drew an Arcanist because we're incredibly smart. Incredibly smart. That's the only explanation as to why we drew this Vodalian Arcanist. Opponent has a Spear Spewer. Is this a spectacle enabling? Am I about to feel incredibly dumb rather than incredibly smart? Yes. Yes, I am. Fantastic. Well, we tried. And face. How aggressive. Ghitu Chronicler doesn't do anything. I mean, what does it do? If opponent has Ghitu Lava Runner, it blocks. So actually we'll run it out there as a sad little 1/3 jump blocking creature. Sad little jump blocker. But it's better than nothing, you know. Viashino, Pyromancer. Ouch. Ghitu Lava Runner. So yeah, we saved ourselves 2 life by making this play already. And it disincentivizes Viashino Pyromancer attacking. Clear the mind. Target me. Don't really want the Arcanist back in, but I do want to draw a land. Do I regret the decision to bottom that land? The answer is still no. The answer is still no. First strike, sure. So if the opponent has a shock, it makes their shock marginally better, I guess. What? They still have no attacks. Cool. So we have a mountain. This Spewer, we've got 12 turns to deal with Spewer. Let's blow up a land. Scrying 2 is basically casting a Tamiyo's Epiphany, right? Rubble Reading is the red Tamiyo's Epiphany. Ooh, Goblin Electromancer. Don't want Clear the Mind against this opponent in this position. Don't really want Electromancer, actually. Cool. Cool, no attacks. No attacks. Goblin Gathering. I'm even more glad we played this Ghitu Chronicler. Well, opponent's going to try and make us take 2. I wish Arena Sounds continued to play when I was out of the window. So this is a turn where, as much as I'd like to blow up one of our opponent's lands, I think I probably have... Actually, we only take 3, 4... It's not like destroying the lands is doing anything really against mono red, though. Not like it's doing anything. It would stop them casting another Goblin Gathering. If we play Arcanist, it only makes 1 extra mana, so even with 6 mana we can't cast both anyway. Maybe we do just Epiphany, looking for like land shock. Yeah, okay. I think Epiphany is what we want to be doing. So there's land. I don't want more than one land particularly. Greeting's kind of awkward too, to be fair. It's better than nothing. Or I could just bottom this land. I could bottom both. And just look for Shivan Fire. No, this is fine. Maybe I do just one shock instead of Jaya's Greeting. Because we're trying to cast 4 mana spells, so 2 mana is quite the commitment. Well, I think we're dead. I think we are dead. So we will explode. So, where is our record? We are 2-5 with blue-red Demolish. However, we shouldn't focus on the losses. What we should focus on are the 2 opponents that we did get to explode, because they like having lands, and unfortunately this deck took them all away. Clear the Mind, the one time we cast it seemed pretty good. I like putting Stone Rains back in the deck. I want to force Shivan Fire, I think, because Shivan Fire did work. Maybe we could afford to go down on another land. That seems real greedy, though. But I think it's probably right. Like, we have 8 ramp spells, and all of our... Well, if 8 kind of ramp spells, and all of our big cards are spells. So 22 lands isn't absurd. Maybe we just want... Shock. Is cutting 1 Jaya's Greeting for a shock insane? Probably when we have Goblin Electromancer in the deck. So this is the final configuration for now. We might come back to it at some point. But maybe. Now we've played it today, probably won't play it Thursday before the end of the event. So we'll see. We'll see. Cool.